And then Mary is explaining to us, well, Lisa was making an analogy, but she didn't land the plane properly. You think, Mary? Lisa storms off, Meredith storms off. Are Lisa and Meredith, do they hold themselves to different standards? I kind of have to say, although, if you ask me who I like the best on Salt Lake, I'd probably say Meredith and Lisa, just simply for the fact that I'm a New Yorker and they give me New York vibes, and Meredith actually lives there like part of the year. So, so I would say Lisa and Meredith probably are my favorites, but I mean, double standard, these two could storm off, and I think Whitney or Heather, whoever had a point, like the rest of us, or actually Angie's probably my favorite at the moment. Probably just selfishly because Behind the Velvet Rope was part of her storyline this season. But, there's a point. The others could just sit there and they take it and these two storm off. So is there a double standard with Lisa and Meredith? Kind of. We're kind of, but Meredith screams, none of this is okay. She gets so upset, this Meredith. Oh my God. I loved it. I loved it. I was spending this whole quick hit recapping Salt Lake, but I fucking loved it, guys. I thought it was really good. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Totally staged. I get it. But I mean, how do we top Von Tessie? Well, this was great. Great fucking season. Consistently delivered it. Season three sucked. I'm going to move on from it. Everything else in Salt Lake for me has been great. We have so much life left in this show. I predict no cast change. Is Brittany coming back? Maybe, but everyone else is. Let me be very clear. We're not firing Whitney, Heather, Lisa, Mary, Angie, Meredith, or Bronwyn. Everyone, Sarah calls her a toucan. Everyone noticed that she was wearing toucan earrings in the scene. Now, mind you, by the way, they were also D and G, which doesn't make them good. Zara, go to Zara. Anyone that, I like high end, low end, right? I might have a nice Louis bag, but Zara, great fashions. But they were D&G, but I sent a picture to Sarah because they actually were toucans. I'm like, you might be onto something. Before we wrap up, we have like a few more minutes here. Messy G. You guys know my friend Messy G. Messy G. Look, we have lots of stories going around about New Jersey. The point is, we really don't know. It kind of got legs. I did a quick hit on Tuesday, and I said the rumor is that someone was at the Gucci store in Woodbury Common and overheard. This is all hearsay, and allegedly overheard Margaret Joseph say to Jennifer Aiden, based on their run-in, New Jersey is over forever, and Jennifer didn't know it. And then I told you I got a DM from somebody who was out with three of the housewives. She let me know which three, but she said, please don't mention my name or which three housewives it was. You send me something, you tell me not to mention your name, I'm not going to do it. And they said, please don't mention the name of the housewives, but this housewife is like family to me. She gave me the name of the housewife, and we're very close. And it's someone who really, I don't think, would lie to a family member. And they both said that New Jersey is over forever and for good. So Marge is telling that to Jennifer. This person is kind of corroborating that. The problem with that statement, and I'm not saying it's not true, the women don't know. Margaret doesn't know. Dolores, Teresa, Jackie, no one knows. So that is one rumor. I'm not sure I really believe that, although I don't know. I mean, we could have ended Vanderpump. The difference between Vanderpump and this is that in Vanderpump, we have the cast. Like, we have actual young, hot people that are all fucking, that are psycho probably, that are living in, apartments with broken heaters and popcorn ceilings that are working at CERN. We have applications that probably come in. I mean, let me tell you something. Here I am in LA. Here I am right now today recording this. I've been here since I think January 2nd, 3rd. I don't even know what fucking day I got here, but this month. And yeah, this whole town. I mean, that's the thing about this town. You're receptionist, you're this, you're that, you're Uber driver. I mean, I've been in Ubers here where people are like, blah, blah, blah. And what do you do? Oh, behind the velvet rope, here's a script. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. So, I mean, there's a line out the door. I cannot imagine the fucking applications that Sir gets every day of people wanting to work there with the hopes that 5 years later, they'll be the new Jax Taylor and Stassi. These are things people here in LA aspire to, and you want to know why I don't fucking live here full time? Jesus. But so I don't know, but that's the argument from this DM and Margaret. Then we have the argument of the reboot, and they recast the whole thing, and they were going to go forward with it, but then it was on pause. And now Melissa says, so I don't know. I really don't believe anything, and I really don't even care. I really think the show will come back, if you want my honest opinion. I think it will come back. I still think we will see some combination of new and old. So that's what Melissa's saying. But I mean, who knows? Melissa is saying that she speaks to Andy. When she runs into him, she speaks to Andy, uh, quite a bit. And she's asked him, yeah, she's not above asking him. I mean, we all want to know what's happening with our job, right? Hey, if I work for anybody else, I don't. I mean, can't be canceled from Apple and Spotify. I mean, I would have to literally come on here and say the most racist things or probably like things against the president as far as things that I wanted to do. Short of that, you can't be canceled. It's free speech. We're heading, I mean, you saw what happened with Facebook. Free speech is here, guys. Cancel culture, that's it's not 2020 anymore. So get with the program. Cancel culture is the stupidest thing that ever existed. It needs to suck my fucking cock. But anyway, hey, I'm supposed to be calm this year. I had a little slip up, a little Tourette's there. But so I don't really know what's gonna happen. So of course, Melissa is asking her boss. If I had a boss, I would ask my boss about my job, and she said that Andy tells her we're still figuring it out. Yes, we are still figuring it out. And that Melissa says, hey, remember, they weren't even gonna think about us in last year. So nothing is happening. It's a long timeline. But Melissa is putting out that, she thinks there's going to be some new and some old. Well, look, it is in everyone's best interest to say that. Mind you, Margaret is saying to Jennifer, allegedly someone overheard this working at Gucci, the show's over. That's Margaret to Jennifer. Someone in my DMs, that's a housewife that is a current New Jersey housewife saying it to like a family friend. It's not public. I bet you if you ask Margaret or any of these people publicly, they're all going to say, oh, we think it's going to be a little bit of the old and a little bit of the new. Of course, you're going to say that because that's in your best interest. You're not going to say, yeah, I think they're going with a reboot. But that's what Melissa said. I don't know. Bring it back. It's fine. Loving Salt Lake. That's really all we have time for. I'm sorry I got lost in Salt Lake, but for all the talk about housewives and being past its prime and it's boring and this and that, and I agree with so much of that. Uh, I loved Salt Lake. Can't wait for the reunion. Meredith storms off because it seems that someone says that Seth, the CEO of Big Lots, has a girlfriend in Ohio. Wow, 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 wow. Stay tuned. We have a lot more. I got a lot of Beverly Hills stuff coming up. And thank you guys for being here on a Sunday quick hit. And I will talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye. Is Melissa Gorga on to something here? I don't think she knows anything. And Andy says we're still figuring it out. We are still figuring it out. And does anyone